All right, Carlo, who do we have?
Good evening, sir. This is former Deputy Director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe. How are you doing, citizen?
Everything is okay, Mr. McCabe. I saw something about you that kind of disturbed me. I saw you were
Yes.
talking. I
Let-
saw you
Let's
were
let's
talking. Go ahead. Go
let's
ahead.
get to that soon. But first, I'd like to assure you, even though I'm no longer an agent of the FBI, I'm still fighting crime, and therefore I'd like to reveal to you the real culprits behind the infamous Jussie Smollett lynching, Rod
Okay.
Rosenstein.
Wait, hold on. Rod Rosenstein.
Yes, sir.
That.
Also, the double murder attributed to Ray Lewis. I've also found the culprit to that
Okay.
was Rod Rosenstein.
Oh, so like he was in the club that night with Ray Lewis, having the birthday party, and then he killed two people.
Yes, sir. He almost brought down the entire Baltimore Ravens franchise. Also, the Ted Bundy slayings, that was Rod Rosenstein.
Okay.
And then the Oklahoma City bombing, that was white people. And well, anyway, so you had some questions for me?
Yeah. You seem to be pretty corrupt, sir, because of what I've heard in the media about you. Were you discussing trying to remove Trump from office? Was that a reality, or am I confused here?
No, that was a discussion between Rod Rosenstein and Rod Rosenstein.
Oh, so he was talking to himself on the phone,
Yes,
and
we don't have any schizophrenia screenings at the FBI. I hope you aren't kind of disappointed with that, but yes, it was him and him.
I think that was actually you, sir. You're talking about invoking the 25th, 27th Amendment, whatever that is, trying to get Trump out of office because you were going to get fired. Did I?
You don't understand. So, Anthony, I assume you've worked in an office environment in your life, correct?
Yes.
And you are aware that there are people who put their lunches in the refrigerator with the understanding that they can go back later and their lunch will still be there, right?
Yeah.
So at the time, as deputy director of the FBI, I was under, I was getting many reports that people's lunches were being stolen. And every Wednesday, I had my egg salad sandwich. That was the highlight of my day. And I would deposit it there at the refrigerator as any upstanding law enforcement official would. And several times that egg salad sandwich was not there. So I had my suspects, and at a certain point, I was basically sitting by the door of Rod Rosenstein's office, trying to ascertain if the munching coming from there, it sounded like, egg salad munching, because you can hear the texture of certain foods when people are eating them. Correct? I'm
That,
sure you've done this yourself. Correct?
I,
So, you know, Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein, I think he was eating some chicken wings that day, but he was talking about that. So, I hope the person whose chicken wings he stole is going to get them back, along with the people that he killed on that night when Ray Lewis was at the club.
so why are you snitching on Rob Rosenstein? Come on, Ray. Why are you snitching on him, sir? Because you're afraid that you might get in trouble and you're trying to throw him under the bus. Uh,
No, he's a stain on America's past. How are we? Kids grow up thinking that Americans were the first people to land on the moon, right? Neil Armstrong, correct?
yes.
But it's a lie. It was Rod Rosenstein. It was him. He faked it.
Wow, so he's pretty much done everything. I mean, he was in a club when Ray Lewis stabbed two people. He was on the moon. He was doing all kind of stuff. He's the guy that talked about 25th Amendment to himself on the phone. He didn't.
Yes,
He didn't. He didn't
remember
talk to you about that. It wasn't you.
remember when Alex Rodriguez got banned from doping for a whole season for the New York Yankees?
Yeah.
It was Rod Rosenstein that was doping.
Wow. So he pretty much the fall guy for everything, apparently, right?
Well, he did it. I mean, I'm the FBI agent, and I have all the proof right here on this etch a sketch that I have. So I don't know why you're so skeptical of me.
Have you ever done anything wrong in your life, or was it always Rod Rosenstein that did it?
Well, as they say in the Bible, there man comes under great temptation from Rod Rosenstein. So I think that It's very, it's an honest question that we all have to have with the Lord. Why Rod Rosenstein continually, just forces us to do things that are against our better angels.
Well, hey, I think that we'll figure out more once it comes time for a testimony in front of the Senate committee or something like that. Are you prepared to take that testimony, or are you going to make Rod Rosenstein do testimony for you?
Well, I mean, I think that Rod Rosenstein can speak on his own behalf as he does every day from the gates of hell. And,
Wow.
he, of course, is part of this corrupt Trump administration. But I think Donald Trump, to be honest with you, the reason he's so racist and evil and hates, literally every person on this planet and tries to make them, fail in life is because he grew up over in Queens with Rod Rosenstein basically doing his gardening work. And he heard that from him. And Rod Rosenstein, obviously, as a gardener, is kind of insecure because who are most of the people taking the gardening jobs today? Undocumented immigrants. So it's all, yeah, exactly. So there you go, sir. Anyway, I have more people to talk to about the evils of Rod Rosenstein. So I'm glad that you've taken the time to listen to me, Mr. Anthony Logan.
Thank you for the call. Definitely appreciate you.
Have a great Saturday night, sir.
Will do. All right, so I think that pretty much sums up the whole Andrew McCabe, Rod Rosenstein beef. I think Rod Rosenstein is to blame for everything. If I wake up in the morning and one of my shoes is dirty, I'm going to blame Rod Rosenstein for wearing them, playing basketball, bringing them back dirty. That's what I'm going to do. And I think we're going to see when it comes time for the Senate hearing what happens with that. Who's going to I can imagine the finger pointing going on at the Senate hearing.